and welcome to another episode of Crush. You have a nice narrator slash host voice. Thank you. Gamersuki, you should check out my narration channel, Stabby Reads, on YouTube. STABBY, like something, someone that does a lot of stabbing, kind of like my name brings Stabbity over on the gaming channel. And, reads, like reading a book. I narrate a bunch of sci-fi stories, generally from HFY, but also some green text, and random other stuff. It's a fun channel. If you love some nice sci-fi, I highly recommend it. Even though it is, you know, my own self, so I'm kind of biased when it comes to that. But anyway, here we are. We are going on to the next girl on our list, and that is none other than Ranma. She is a red panda girl. The only Ranma that I know of is Ranma 1/2, who I blame entirely for the transgender epidemic. Gamersuki cheered 10 bits, hooray! Anyway, let's see. Oh, they got a sad panda sign, that's so nice. You're doing zoo tasks at your zoo job when you see someone acting suspiciously near the red panda enclosure. You approach the criminal, only to be mega distracted by how hot she is. Be right back, internet's wonky. Oh shoot! Zoo bars crushed! My phone vibrated as we crashed into the cage.
Good work, whoever you are. Teamwork makes the dream work.
The girl darts off into the enclosure, grabs 4 red pandas, and takes off running, as the other zoo staff watch in confusion and despair. No, we made Amelia cry! How could we? You're not totally sure what just happened, but you follow her, hoping for a debriefing.
I want you for the Red Panda Army.
Uh-oh. What is the Red Panda Army? Does it have anything to do with the Red Army? Because I want nothing to do with the Red Army. Red Army is the army of the second most evil government that ever existed. Here, have a tool.
What the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is this?
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Poke.
With all due respect, what on earth are you doing?
I'm poking someone who looks kind of like a pirate captain, maybe? Space pirate Captain Ranma? I almost thought she cursed.
You work for me now. That means you're going to eat, sleep, and breathe Red Panda Army. Heck, I'll take your other bodily functions too.
Which bodily functions in particular, Ranma?
Fact. Red pandas are the cutest animal in the world. Fact. I am on a mission to strategically weaponize this cuteness. Fact. Our enemies will fall. And they will like it.
I'm confused. I love the miniskirt, though. Here, let me hide this. Amazing miniskirt. But, still kind of confused. Also, her boobs are breathing. Like, they themselves are getting bigger and smaller. That's a lot of facts, yeah. That is a lot of facts. They are hypnotically getting bigger and smaller. Pulsating with life.
All right. Let's see how well you follow orders. At attention, soldier. About face. Now, do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
You work for me now. That means I'll never forget the way you wrecked those prison bars with your tiny humpy. So brave. So unexpected. You work for me. All right. You work for me now.
Anything else?
Fact. Red Panda.
Nope.
All right. Let's see how
All right,
well
have some
you
more
follow.
tools.
You made a decent first impression, but you've still got to put in the work to earn your stripes.
Are those stripes panda stripes by any chance? Red panda stripes?
With that being said, welcome to basic training. The safe word is pineapple. Ha, just kidding. There is no safe word.
I need an adult.
I don't know, but I've been told red pandas love snow and cold.
Maybe. I'm not really an expert on them, but sure. Poke.
Aha! Time to practice hand-to-hand combat. Good initiative, soldier.
Maybe. Maybe. Here, have a fruit basket. Because you seem kind of fruity.
What the whiskey tango foxtrot is this?
I guess she doesn't like it.
I finally have enough soldiers to begin Operation Shoots and Leaves. Bring me 7 pieces of young spring bamboo and 3 pieces of wood. On the double. No questions.
Oh no, she's an RPG quest giver. Specifically, an MMORPG quest giver.
War. Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely. Destroying the status quo and taking over the world by utilizing the irresistible adorableness of the cutest species on the planet. Say it again, y'all.
Based. Who? What is it based on? Absolutely nothing. That's my go-to reference whenever anyone mentions war. Who? What is it good for? Fact: red panda girls are have the best breathing technique that allows their chest to rise and fall in an attractive rhythm. Very true, Gamer Suki. Very true. Also, fruit basket, like Fruits Basket, the manga.
All right, let's see. Show some respect, soldier. Lick my boots or I'll step on you.
9! 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9!
War. I finally have enough I'm developing a brand new military strategy. We're going to trick our enemies into turning against one another as a means of weakening them. I call it Separate and Vanquish. No one's ever thought of anything like it before.
I'm not looking jack. Exactly, I'm not looking no jack boots. Ranma, do you mean by any chance divide and conquer, the tired and true military strategy?
Show some respect. All right. I'm developing. I finally have. Show some respect.
All right, I think that's
soldier.
everything. Have some more fruit
Good
baskets.
work today, soldier. We'll start you off with the rank of Junior Non-Civilian Panda Private. Here's your badge. Now go dig some holes. It builds character. There you are. You've been AWOL, soldier. I have half a mind to make you scrub the nearest bathroom floor with a toothbrush.
I'm assuming the whole digging a hole is a reference to the book Holes. I haven't been AWOL. I've literally been talking to you this entire time. I haven't stepped away for even a moment. Poke.
Aha! I finally have enough soul. Show some respect. A well-planned exit strategy is one of the keys to survival. For that reason, I have begun digging a secret escape tunnel under your laundry room.
Please don't. My laundry room is on the 2nd floor. You're just gonna fall into my garage if you do that. With a toothbrush? What are you, my landlord? Gamersuki, if I was your landlord, I would be demanding you tip me. We live in a tipping culture, and remember, if you can't afford to tip your landlord, you can't afford to rent. Alright, let's give you some lasers, see what you think of them.
Rations. Excellent. I'll share these out among the troops.
Lasers aren't rations. They're there to trick cats into attacking them. Fair enough, I'd tip you extra then. I mean, you did already... Woo! 5 bits! Gamersuki for the win! Dropping mad bits in chat.
The pandas have given me an excellent idea. We'll hold the world for ransom and demand 1 million diamonds.
No. It's pronounced 1 million diamonds. With the pinky and the lips.
Some say a good offense is the best defense. I say the best defense is being so cute that your enemies have no choice but to surrender.
I mean, I don't know who would surrender to cuteness, but if they do, then yeah.
A well-planned exit strategy is one of the keys to survival. For that reason, I have begun digging a secret escape tunnel under your laundry room.
Which one was a Puss in Boots reference? Because I did not,
War! Huh! What is
Being cute.
it good
Yes,
for?
that is right.
What shall I do today? Well, probably the same thing I do every day. Try to take over the world.
But that's wrong. You're not a mouse. Bree is a mouse. Bree should be the one that's taking over the world. But yeah, you are obviously, a space captain with delusions of grandeur and planning on conquering the universe. Or at least the world. Hey, what are we going to do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to conquer the world. Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering? Well, yes, Brain. But if the moon was made of cheese, then why did Bree come to Earth instead of just staying on the moon? Hey, anyways. The Pinky and the Brain, the Pinky and the Brain. One is an idiot, one is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice, and I don't know how it goes the rest of the way.
My favorite siege weapon is the trebuchet. It can launch 90-kilogram projectiles over 300 meters.
Aren't pandas supposed to be lazy and chilly? This one has the energy of a fox. That's because she's a red panda. And red pandas are not actually pandas. Yeah, if we go to stats, memory album, they're these little critters. They're actually affectionate and active. They're not silly dumb pandas. Ranma, is she gender swapped? That's what I was saying. Also, trebuchet, not much very good of a siege weapon in the modern day.
The pandas have given me an excellent idea. Some say a good war. Some say show some respect. Attention! I have decided to issue tiny uniforms to the red pandas. You can sew, right?
No, but I am glad that you have instituted tiny mini skirts for all female officers, which is a reference to Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm developing a brand new military strategy. We're going to trick our enemies into turning against one another as a means of weakening them.
All right, have a plush toy and let's wrap this stage up.
Soldier. You've earned a new rank, Corporal on Guard for Pandas.
Okay.
Your responsibilities now include daily bugle calls, laundry services, and teaching the red pandas to sing our glorious motherland's national anthem. Good luck.
You cannot sew, but that would be cute. Okay, now I know what you mentioned. So, Stab, what do you make of the beginning of Case? I loved it. I guess a spoiler. So, I have finished Visions of Mana as my main Monday, Wednesday, Friday, release game. The next game that's going to take over that once all of the episodes have released is going to be a Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. And once that's done, it's going to be Case of the Golden Idol. Anyways, and I just recorded the first episode of Case of the Golden Idol just to get a feel for it. It is an amazing game. I loved every second of it. But yeah, she's not a red fox. She is a red panda. Also, speaking of Glorious Motherland's national anthem, what's that? Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Mission Impossible.
Situation report. The world is a mess, and I just need to rule it.
And I believe in your vision, Ranma. You can take over the world with the power of red pandas. And with the power of Amelia's tears. Is Amelia this direction? No, I think she's this direction. Yep. And with the power of Amelia's tears.
I bet you and I would make really cute cubs. Babies. We could have a whole litter of them. Not right now, but someday? Maybe.
Yeah, she is the girl in charge of the red pandas at the zoo.
Situation report. The world is a mess, and I just need
Mission
to rule it.
Impossible. Good one, gamer Suki.
Attention! I have decided to issue tiny... The pandas have given me an excellent... A well-planned exit strategy is one of the keys to survival. For that reason, I have begun digging
There
a
are
secret
some
escape tunnel under your
L2D
laundry room.
girls. I'm not sure what L2D is. I know what L4D is, but I don't know what L2D is. Alright, I think we got everything here.
A well-planned exit strategy is one of the keys to survival. For that reason, I have begun... rations.
Those are not
Excellent.
Rations.
I'll share these out among the troops.
Definitely do not want to eat those shoes. I mean, unless they're made of leather. Oh, a Live 2D. Possibly? They do have animated girls. There's a decent amount of them that are animated, so possibly? Her plans of conquest seem to be a bust!
A well-planned exit strategy is one of the keys to survival. For that reason, I have begun digging attention! I have decided to issue
let's give you the rest of the shoes.
Another successful day, soldier. I hereby award you the rank of Semi-Sergeant of the 4th Panda Platoon.
What is a semi-sergeant? If they were raccoons or goats, they would eat the shoes. Oh, absolutely they would. But I don't think the red pandas would.
No one has ever risen through the ranks so quickly before. You're a good soldier, and I'd be proud to call you a comrade.
Oh, see, that's what I was worried about. She is definitely Red Soldier, or Red Army. We do not like the Red Army here. Red Army's bad. We do not like communism. Yes, NYs, please don't call me a comrade. Semi-sergeant? What? Yes.
You're 6.9 seconds late. You know what that means.
Nice.
Drop and give me 1,000 push-ups.
No! How about we go on a moonlight stroll instead?
I love night combat. The element of surprise is strong. If only I brought my night vision goggles. Next time.
We'll survive. Here, have a laser. A $6 million laser. Clearly funded by the army.
You shouldn't have. No, really. Military spending is already exorbitant.
I'd like to request a D rank in my position, Ranma. Gamersuki does not want to be a semi-sergeant. Gamersuki wants to go back to being a corporal.
I have made a motivational poster with a red panda's face on it. Now, take it to the print shop and make 10,000 copies. Let us harness the power of kawaii propaganda.
Yes, let's. Propaganda for the win.
Want to see my cool new tactical flashlight? What about my awesome tactical sunglasses? I promise you they're military tough. I ordered them from a late-night infomercial.
Oh, geez. Or some of the really bad commercials that show up on Rumble. Yeah. Then again, a lot of the ones on YouTube are just as bad, but the ones on Rumble definitely like to steer towards that tactical kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, this is military strong. It's like, you get it on YouTube as well, but the Rumble side, they definitely know which audience they're peddling their junk to.
I'm bored. Want to play chess? What about capture the flag? Oh, we could storm a castle. We could start a coup.
She got the off-brand version. She got Temu night vision goggles.
Help me think of a new battle cry. Currently, it's Awaken Warriors! But yawning, bleary-eyed pandas don't exactly strike fear into the hearts of our enemies.
Speaking of corporals, I am amused that I prefer the formal Imperial Guard corporal in my active party in Rogue Trader to the literal Space Marine. Okay. Don't have enough context to know that, but sure.
I'm bored. I have made a motivational poster with a red... I'm bored. Today's training exercise was FUBAR. The troops just wanted to snack and roll around on the ground. Then we all ended up cuddling and napping the afternoon away. No self-discipline whatsoever.
That sounds like a fun day. I'm not really a big fan of cuddling with animals, but I will admit that that sounds fun.
A new litter of red panda cubs has been born at the zoo. This is not a drill. I repeat, there are no pandas to liberate.
Free the pandas!
Help me think of a new battle cry. A new litter... Want to see today's training... Help me think of a new battle cry. Want to see my cool new tactical
I
flashlight?
mean, you know the relative
What about my
effectiveness
awesome
of the Imperial
tactical
Guard and
sunglasses?
Space Marines.
I
I'm
promise
assuming
you
the
they're
Imperial Guard
military
are
tough.
kind
I
of
ordered
useless.
them from a late-night infomercial.
There, let's give you a laser and wrap this
Excellent
bit
work
up.
today, comrade. I'm pleased to award you the rank of Senior Sub-Lieutenant of Panda Propaganda.
Panda propaganda! Also, Senior Sub-Lieutenant, really? You're just making up silly ranks all the time.
We can do it! Pandas of the world, unite! Keep calm and continue being adorable.
Anyways, what was your response to Workers of the World Unite? I believe you had an interesting phrase that was better than the actual one.
I didn't see you at camouflage training this morning, comrade. Good job.
Furball Urban Bracket Army Rangers, or FUBAR. Nice, I like it. Imperial Guard can be effective by virtue of artillery, mass fire, and having a lot of bodies and vehicles to toss at the problem. Yes, sounds right. You just made it up, but it was a good acronym. Yes. Workers of the world unite. You have nothing to gain but your chains. That sounds about right for communist propaganda. Remember, don't be a commie. And also, speaking of commies, please remember the wise words of Rafał Ganganowicz. He was a soldier, a mercenary, a freedom fighter, a human rights activist, and a philosopher. He was once asked what it felt like to take a human life, and he replied, "I wouldn't know, I've only ever killed communists." So, keep the spirit of Rafał Ganganowicz alive in your hearts. And resist the Red Army.
I didn't think I would
beach.
enjoy a demilitarized zone like the beach, but in fact, that was quite relaxing.
That, tail really doesn't need to be there. But darn, she is looking good. Like the outfit. Very nice, Ranma. Wonder how Ranma feels about Hitler. Well, he is the third worst dictator of all time, so hopefully very poorly. Space Marines are genetically engineered super soldiers in power armor used to turn the tide at critical junctures, with single squads being deployed to anchor entire offensives as they hit critical objectives. Yeah, that sounds about right. Poke. No poke
Today's training exercise was food.
Poke.
Stop right now. That's an order.
Nope. I will not obey. That is an illegal order.
Want to see my cool new tactical flashlight? Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. Keep your pandas closest of all. Because they're very fluffy and super nice to hug. I mean, they're good insulation during cold weather ops.
Ranma let it slip. Yep. Anwise got the order correct. First worst dictator in the world is Mao. Second worst dictator is Stalin. Third worst dictator is Hitler. And yeah, it's not even close. The error margins of the number of people killed by communism can be measured in holocausts. Like, literally, Holocaust is the ideal unit for measuring the number of people that have been killed by communism. Anyways, if you wouldn't mind doing the math for me, but yeah. Haven't gotten taught that much history. Gamersuki, nobody teaches that much history. I was, way back in the day when I was doing my undergrad, I was talking with a friend and, you know, she's just going over history and she's like, wait, Stalin killed how many people? And we never heard about him until now? And it's like, yeah. They don't want to tell you about Stalin because, well, everyone knows he's evil. But so much of the, so many of the people that were communists just did a long march through the institutions and basically are doing everything they can to make, socialism and communism seem attractive, despite the fact that it's literally worse than Nazism. And you know, when they say Nazism, they're like, oh yeah, it's all about race, it's all about nationalism. It's like, no, it's National Socialism. And the national part really kind of is a lie because it wasn't National Socialism, it was race socialism. That's literally all that Nazism was. It's we're gonna go for a pure race, and then we're gonna socialize all the wealth of the people that aren't of the race. And yeah, that was that's pretty much Nazi history for you. And then Stalin's just like, yeah, we'll just kill everybody that doesn't agree with us. And Mao was just like, well, we're Chinese people. Whenever we do anything, we're just going to randomly kill millions upon millions of people. Yeah. I'm reminded of the meme that I always reference but never can find. So let me pause the recording and I'll pull it back up. Alright, anyway, back to it. So, what I was saying. Chinese history be like, Ling takes power, 247 million perish. European history be like, Count Baron Kaiser Werner Fedling Fingerlinker von Holzenfangamacher marries half-sister Zbigniewieczerina Nowlochin Lieczwows Sryczyski Globsnaga Czerec Nojarsko-Lagograd, triggering a war between King Juan Jose Maria Rigoberto Aguascanas de Santo Domingo de los Diabetico and Pierre Richelieu Sois, Prétard Je Logreneux, establishing the Grand Duchy of New Ucksteinberg, a tax haven with a population of 16. Can't tell if that's French or German. The start of it was German, the second part was kind of Polish, then it was kind of Spanish, then it was French. So yeah. But yeah, that is European and Chinese history in a nutshell.
Thanks to their extremely flexible ankles, red pandas can easily climb headfirst down trees. Isn't that incredible? They're the perfect little guerrilla combatants.
They do have some weird names and languages, that is correct. Although most of those names were stupidly ridiculous.
Keep your friends close. Help me think of a new litter of red pan. Today's training exercise was
right.
FUBAR.
That seems to be it.
Troops
Let's
just
give you
wanted
some
to snack
drones.
and roll around on the ground.
Or
You
just
shouldn't
one.
have. No, really. Military spending is already exorbitant.
It is. Have some drones.
Well done, comrade. You've earned yourself the rank of overhyped Colonel General of the Panda Flotilla Battalion.
Flotilla Battalion. Okay, a flotilla is like a small fleet. Generally, you'll have like a flotilla of destroyers. Maybe with a cruiser as a flagship, but usually just pure destroyers. And there is no such thing as a Colonel General. It's like naming someone after like Chagogo Gamachago, but something with something. Alright, let me zoom in on that and take a better read. Lake Chargoga Gog Manchuga Gagog Chaubuna Gunga Maog. Yeah, whatever. I give up.
What? No, I'm not just making up wordy titles.
Yes, you are.
Question me again and I'll strip you back down to Junior Panda Privateer or whatever it was.
Privateer and private are very different things.
10 hut! Prepare for inspection. You look fine. Very fine indeed.
Oh my. Here, have some jets. Or at least the keys
Tanks.
to jets.
I mean, thanks. I guess I've got tanks on the brain. Can you blame me? Tanks are awesome.
Yeah, tanks are awesome, but tankies are not. Tankies are the bane of the internet. Well, no. No, that's furries. Have you ever heard of Torpenhow Hill? I have heard of Torpenhow Hill. It means hill, 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 hill.
Do you like my tail? It's advantageous for balance and warmth. Also, it's so fluffy.
Fluffy.
Some days I just want to lay on a tree branch and nap in the sun. But the world's not going to take over itself now, is it? Let's get back to work.
Work, work, work. Poke.
Careful, comrade. I have no problem launching a counterattack.
Poke again. All right, let's go sightseeing.
Excellent work location scouting today. Our soldiers will be well camouflaged amongst all this red foliage.
That's actually true. Flirt.
Time for an impromptu strategy lesson. The most famous tip is never get involved in a land war in Asia. But only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against something as adorable as a red panda.
Yeah. That is the thing that I do want to make clear, that some people really are too stupid to understand. When people say that Stalin is worse than Hitler and that Mao is even worse than Stalin, no one's saying that Hitler's a good guy or like, oh, don't worry about him. It's like, no, Hitler was bad. Hitler was really, really, really bad. Just those people were worse. And NYS has ad, so he even missed that bit. And yeah, that is a Princess Bride reference.
Red alert! I repeat, red panda alert! Stop everything and look at how adorable they are!
Red alert, red alert.
Do you like my tail? Some days I just wanna... Red alert! Time for an impromptu strategy lesson. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to brush the red pandas, including me. Looking our best is an important tactical advantage.
I wonder. Anyway, your mission, should you choose to accept it. Is that mission impossible? No, it's something else, but I don't remember the reference. That's done. Anyways, welcome back. What is the reference of your mission, should you choose to accept it, is X? Because I can't seem to recall what it is.
Some days I just want to lay on a tree branch and nap in the... Do you like my... Some day... Red alert! Some days I just want to lay on a tree branch and nap in the sun.
Only slightly less known as Princess Bride. That's Mission Impossible. Okay, that's what I thought.
Fantastic work today, comrade. Your new official rank is Supreme Panda Chief Warmonger.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to be a warmonger.
Peace was never an option. Only fiery red rage and passion. Hoorah!
No, that's not how you pronounce it. Hoorah! Also, you need to pick a favorite tasting crayon color before you're allowed to say hoorah. Marine, what's the tastiest crayon?
You, comrade, are an officer and a gentle person.
You actually argue the worst dictator of history is, Genghis Khan. Da 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 da. Genghis Khan. Hey, he's got a song. I'm gonna burst into song, but yes, definitely population-wise, percentage-wise, he is absolutely the worst. You, comrade, are an officer and a gentle person. No, I am a gentle man. Also, you're not being a very good communist person if you're referring to someone as a gentleman. That's not allowed.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to brush the red pin. Do you like looking at my chest candy?
Yes.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
No.
I'm talking about my ribbons and medals, of course.
No. I prefer the other chest candy.
I have tactfully acquired some heavy-duty paracord. Perfect for tying up enemies. Or lovers. But that can wait to the end of the war.
Oh my.
Do you like looking at my Join me for an MRE? That's meal, ready to eat. This is me asking you on a dinner date, comrade. Yes or no?
I guess yes, as long as it's not an actual MRE.
Permission to speak freely? I find you very attractive. And I would not be opposed to kissing you.
Sure, but you have to stop being a tanky, because that's not cool at all.
Do you like looking at... Permission to speak? Your mission! Red alert! Some days I just want to... Your mission! Red alert! I repeat, red panda alert!
Let's go to the theater.
Stop everything and look at how That was the most unrealistic war movie I've ever seen. Those troops had no discipline, no respect. They didn't even... It wasn't a war movie? Oh. Well then. I withdraw my complaints and look forward to doing this again.
Fair enough. Let's give you a single enchanted scarf.
This means more to me than all of the medals I've ever received.
You've only got one.
FYI, I've awarded myself a lot of medals, so you should definitely feel special.
Yeah, she is definitely a Soviet-inspired dictator. Oh, okay. How does the... Alright, I need to pause again. I need to look up this joke. Okay, I couldn't find the joke, but it goes something like this. You know, there's three sharks, they're talking, Okay, yes. Three sharks are talking, they're like, oh, my stomach hurts. One of them saying, oh, I ate a Frenchman. Is like, well, how do you know he was French? Oh, I've been burping up perfume for a week now. Another one says, oh, I feel sick. It's because I ate that, I don't know, Italian, let's say. Oh, how do you know that he's Italian? Oh, I've been burping up spaghetti for the past week. And the last one's, oh, I'm feeling sick too. I think it's the cosmonaut that I ate. How do you know he was a cosmonaut? Oh, I've been burping up medals all week. Because if you've ever seen a picture of a Russian cosmonaut, they've got like medals galore. Their entire chest is covered in medals and awards and everything. Whoops, didn't mean to change over to Lake. There we go, back to Ranma. Okay, back to the game.
I have text. Join me for an. Some days I just wanna join me for Red Alert. Do you like looking at my Red Alert? I have
That seems to be everything. Have the rest of the scarves.
Remarkable performance, comrade. I am officially awarding you the rank of Rear Admiral. Don't get any funny ideas.
I have very funny ideas. I'll be the admiral of your rear. Although, I'm not really a butt kind of guy. Butts don't really interest me, but why rare? So, Gamersuki, if that is an actual question, the way that flag ranks worked in the Navy back in the day. So, you know, you'd have all of your regular officer ranks that had various things, and it would go up to captain, and the captain was the captain of a ship. A commodore would be a step above that. The commodore was basically someone above a captain, but not fully an admiral. It could also be just a captain that was temporarily given command of multiple other ships, again, without being a captain himself. So yeah, that's generally how a commodore worked. But above that, you actually reached your admiral rank. And then, at that point, you would have your squadron would be split into generally 3 segments. You would have the vanguard, which was in front, you would have the rear guard, and you'd have the main body. And you would have 3 admirals in charge of that. You would have the admiral, who was just the admiral. He was both directly in charge of the middle group, but also in charge of the entire fleet. The second highest ranking person was the vice admiral. The vice admiral was in charge of the vanguard, so that's the fleet in front of the part of the fleet in front. And the third ranking admiral was the rear admiral, who was literally in charge of the rear guard. So that's why you have a 2-star rank admiral is called a rear admiral. A 3-star rank is the vice admiral because it's the second highest rank. And then a 4-star admiral is just admiral. And beyond that, it would be, you might have something like Admiral of the Fleet as the 5th star. And then you would, have only one of those, and usually rarely. It's more something that was just designed to match because there were 5 ranks of general. And also, what used to 1-star in some navies is called a commodore, but in the US, we don't have a commodore. We have a rear admiral lower half instead of a rear admiral, and then the 2-star rank is rear admiral upper half. It's stupid. We should just bring back commodores, but the US Navy doesn't have commodores, so we get to have 2 different rear admirals. Yay.
You are a very bad influence on my professionalism. Forget it. Let's go snap some cute pics of the red pandas. For training purposes.
Also, right after she finished talking to you, I'm a boobs type. Boobs are good. So I'm torn. I'm not at all into butts, like butts do not... We used to have Commodore, yes. But we have decided not to have Commodores anymore. When it comes to girls, when it comes to why we ditched it is beyond me. Yes, I have no idea why we ditched Commodores. It's such a cool name. When it comes to the ladies, long, slender legs. Those are the best things to have. Boobs are wonderful. I love boobs, but you know they can go from anywhere from small to huge, and they are all lovely. Butts, keep them small, because big butts are ugly. Unlike whatever that dude is that says, I like big butts and I cannot lie. I hate big butts and I cannot lie. The whole thing, oh, let's make butts huge, is disgusting. Do not like it. It is the downfall of civilization.
Effective comms are the key to a successful field up and relationship.
That is true, Ranma. Here, speaking of which, I'll give you some Bewitched
This
Jam.
means more to me than all of the medals I've ever received. FYI, I've awarded myself a lot of medals, so you should definitely feel special.
Me too. Gamersuki, me too. Between boobs and butt, it's boobs.
I have tactfully acquired some heavy-duty paracord. Perfect. Permission to speak freely? I have tactfully... Do you like looking at... Permission to speak? I have Join me for an MRE?
You have any new
Do you
dialogue?
like looking at... Do you like looking... Join me for an MRE?
Look,
No fair. You ambushed me.
I did ambush you. It is the tactically superior strategy.
Do you like looking at... Permission to speak? Join me for an MRE?
I think there's no new
That's
dialogue,
new.
so have some mystic
You have
slippers.
far exceeded my expectations, comrade. So much so that I have created a whole new rank for you. I call it Panda Paramour.
Sounds like sounds like the official title of your consort.
Now kiss me. That's an order.
As long as you quit the quit being a tanky.
I'm about to drop a bombshell on you. Ready? I love you. Kaboom!
She even said kaboom at the end. And 10 diamonds, nice. Poke.
No! This is an act of mutiny!
Oh, you're damn right. I'm gonna take some of that paracord, and I shall become the commander-in-chief.
Look at you, standing at attention. Beautiful form. Kilroy was here. I don't know what that means, but it's a war thing, so I like it.
That is true. It's one of the world's oldest memes. And no one's really sure what it's even supposed to be. But yeah. I think it's just a random funny thing that, soldiers wrote, and it became a meme.
I have decided to dedicate myself to a new cause. Red Panda Conservation. I'm going to help that blue-haired civilian from the sanctuary with her next fundraiser. She mentioned something about bikinis and dirty cars. You should come.
Oh yes, we have tamed the beast!
I could totally achieve world domination if I wanted to. I just don't want to anymore. Because I have you.
Hooray!
That blue-haired civilian at the animal sanctuary seemed quite relieved when I returned the red pandas we liberated. It was a nice reminder of what a good leader I am. I could totally achieve...
full of herself.
Look at you, Stan. You really broke down the walls around my heart. You're like my own personal demolitions expert.
You know, I wouldn't say no to that.
I have decided to dedicate myself. You really broke. Let me show you how to properly sleep in a tree. You have to sort of drape yourself like that, and then.
And she's doing a real good job demonstrating how you sleep in a tree.
Pet my tail. That's an order. Official request. Please? I love you.
Aww.
You might not have fuzzy ears or a stripy tail, but you're just as precious to me as all the red pandas in the world. Oh no. Now I'm thinking about how few red pandas there are in the world. Now I am a sad panda.
Because Sad Panda Studios. Mutiny. Sounds like we need Argenta on the case. No. Anyways, we'll let this mutiny slide.
They should make an action figure based on me. G.I. Ranma, the Motherland's movable fighting lady.
And the Russians were like, "Ah, Motherland!"
Report to the mess hall at 0700. I mean, please join me in the kitchen at around 7 o'clock for a home-cooked breakfast. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this more laid-back, coupley lifestyle.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
Join me for a 15-mile hike and 500 push-ups? It's a date.
No. Please, no.
Report to the mess hall. I have discovered a new hobby. Paintball. It's like war, but with a whole spectrum of rainbow colors. You know, instead of just red.
Yes, we'll get the red out of her. That's hell, yes. 15-mile hike and 500 push-ups. Now, I'm currently not in a form to do a 15-mile hike, but if I was, that sounds nice. 500 push-ups though? Oh.
They should make an action figure based on me. G.I. Ranma, the Motherland's movable fighting lady.
You know, I've gone on, like, randomly, let's say, yeah, you know, you'd go for, yeah, you know, like, 6-7 mile, just random walks. It was fun. Maybe even 8. But Argenta's the best at dealing with mutinies. She is good at dealing with the mutinies, but we actually want this mutiny. This is a good mutiny. We need to get Ranma out of power and into the harem.
I can't believe how disorganized the civilian lifestyle is. You regularly sleep past 0500 hours, you don't wear a uniform, and, oh, don't even get me started on the slapdash way you fold your towels. It's a good thing we're together now, so I can show you the way.
Ranma, I sometimes stay up past 0500.
I love you like the steadfast tin soldier loves the paper ballerina. No matter what happens, we will be together in the end.
Aww.
Basic training is an intensive process meant to instill a strong bond of mutual loyalty in soldiers. But nothing could be as strong as the bond between you and I.
Aww.
Could we visit the Red Panda Sanctuary?
Sure.
I've been missing the troops ever since letting go of the whole taking over the world thing.
But yeah, Argenta's the best at mutiny resolution. She is! She's also best girl, even if she is silver. She should be, Argenta? Sure, why not?
Our relationship is like bamboo. It's strong, resilient, flexible, and delicious. Maybe that analogy makes less sense than I thought.
Yeah, maybe a little bit less. Aria, there we go. Aria.
Pet my tail. I love you like this. I'm on a reconnaissance mission. I'm gathering intel about your likes and dislikes so that I can ambush you later with a... what do they call it? Surprise party? Gah! I wasn't supposed to tell you any of that.
Ranma wouldn't make much good of an intelligence officer, it seems.
My favorite panda plushie is MIA. I swear if someone took it, I'm gonna be on a warpath. I cannot sleep without Sergeant Fluffles. Pet my tail. You've given my life a new purpose. I know now that war isn't the answer to everything.
Hey, she learned
I'm
something.
still going to keep the uniform, though. It's custom tailored and it makes me feel like a badass.
I will admit, the uniform is amazing. Uniform 10 out of 10. Like, we're talking Hugo Boss uniform here. Alright, speaking of uniforms, we're actually gonna make you take the uniform off. By giving you a holiday
Well,
outfit.
it's not exactly appropriate for winter warfare. But I'll admit, it is cute. We'll just have to skip any snowball fights and stay inside by the toasty warm fire.
You know what, it's okay. I'm not gonna say like it's anything too crazy, but it's nice.
My uniform is half an inch shorter than standard issue. Well, are you going to discipline me?
You know what else is amazing? Your horse, Anwise, of course. Alright, that's an interesting outfit. Kind of like a bit of a sailor uniform there. Alright, how about bathing suit?
I'm ready for shore leave.
She's even got a holster there. Fitting. And how about the
Ranma,
wedding?
do solemnly affirm that I will support and defend you against all enemies. That I will stand by your side and love you forever, according to the code of the Red Panda Army. Mwah!
Versus nothing? Honestly, I think that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna keep her in her base uniform on the phone side. We're gonna put her in the wedding dress on the Steam side. And I like it. Anyway, that is Ranma. Anyway, I think we can wrap this episode up. Get on my horse and I'll show you the universe and all the other places too. All right. Episode's wrapping up, but the stream is still gonna go on. We got more girls to take care of. So, everybody, please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description as always, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye.